Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be having an insane video today. We are back in the studio of Mr. Spice. And we are having a very interesting arcade machine. Or I thought this was interesting, because you're going to be hating it or you're going to be really loving it like I do. No, I'm not a fanboy, but I thought this was an interesting topic to showcase here on the channel. So we have seen all kinds of custom builds, simple bar tops, arcade machines, but with Daniel Spice we're going to be having something of a unique situation. But in the end, if you wonder how this actually comes to exist, is because the customer actually has their personal wishes and he creates it. And that's actually how it works, and that's how this interesting concept actually exists, with special features that I've never seen before. So let's deep dive into it. Today it's going to be absolutely fun deep dive into this arcade machine, because the thing is packed with crazy features. Nevertheless, we're going to be partying like it's the 80s with Daniel Spice. And we're going to be just doing an overview, of course, of the machine, because this is an absolutely beast with 24 terabyte of storage capacity. So with previous build he had a Stream Deck implemented, but we're going to be having a bigger one. We're going to be having a taking a close look in the inside, how he actually assembled everything, and we're going to be doing a deep dive into one of my favorite features, actually like the glass drawer that opens up where some things is stored. Really cool, and I can tell you this is absolutely one of the things I would love to have in my own machine. I think there was one particular arcade cabinet, he also implemented controllers, but those were just, I think they were the regular Xbox controllers, but now the customer actually made these custom controllers, and for every single kind of game you do have a certain kind of controller. And I think this is like bringing this just to the next level, and also the display, the way how it looks. But Daniel, you did some different things now with this particular build.
These are very different, and the fun part is that we have two compartments now with glass panels in front of them, and the glass panels will open automatically as well with some LEDs and light show. And these controllers are out of two time periods. So we have the retro controllers, the Nintendo 24-bit, how do you say, the Super Nintendo, and we have the Nintendo 64.
But in overall, I think it's a pretty cool configuration. So for actually every single era of gaming, you're going to be having custom-made controllers, particularly the retro ones. I really find them awesome, and the way how you display them in the arcade, they also function like a decorative piece. I also found that the showcase, we actually moved the cabinet when it was turned off, and you can see the draw or the glass draw is actually a little bit pushed out. And if you're going to be booting up the machine, it will automatically align with the cabinet back again. The overall concept, he did an amazing job with it, with all of the fake grass and the flowers and everything, in combination with the artwork, to try to make it like one complete, let's say, Eden of a retro heaven, gaming, whatever you want to call it. Nevertheless, I love it. And I must say that I do a little bit of regretting that I don't have something like this in my own arcade, because it's super easy to just store your products. For example, controllers, light gun, or in this case, your VR glasses. Nevertheless, this is such an interesting concept, but the way how he made it, the overall idea was from the buyer to actually have something of a drawer inside. But what you all see is so custom made. So Daniel, explain a little bit to me, like how did you come up with everything and how did you made it?
The drawer was not my idea. Andy came up with the idea. He wanted a glass drawer. Later in the project, Andy asked me if it would be possible to automate it, make it go automatically outside the cabinet with a motor or with stuff, and it worked out. So the drawer is made out of 8mm plexiglass. Inside the drawer I came up with the idea to incorporate a mirror, and this is the trick for not seeing all the ugly cables. So when the guns are inside the drawer, all the cables are hidden, and it looks like one plane of greenery, one plane of grass. To automate the drawer, to make it move, I came up with several solutions, and if you saw my first part of the video that I launched a week ago, 2 weeks ago, you saw me struggle with it. The last version was the best, and it used a rubber wheel, which is for toy cars, for RC toy cars, and this wheel grips the drawer, and the wheel is mounted on a stepper motor. Stepper motor starts turning, and then the drawer comes out, and it's silent.
As a fellow proud owner of one of your Daniel Spice arcade machines, I do see a lot of similarities. For example, Ultimarque buttons, Trackball, that we're going to be playing around with in this video. but also the Elgato Stream Deck. I don't have one, but I do see that you're using a massive one now. And when you're looking at the displays that you implemented, this is absolutely something completely new.
It's basically my standard control deck. This is a 2-player version. It has continuous artwork inside the buttons, which I really like. And the new feature, apart from the two 10-inch screens, which are very big screens that are inside, it has the Stream Deck 32-button version, the XL Stream Deck. Of course, it has the speaker, the soundbar, the Teufel soundbar on top of it. And the plexiglass is printed, UV printed, reversed from below. So this is all new technology for me.
I can tell you I find it a really interesting choice, to be honest. Like, I personally would never choose to put a soundbar on top of the control panel, but it is something personal, of course. And that is what it is with these arcade machines of Daniel's Spice. But this is not like something I will hate, because the sound quality, it's similar to my own machine from Daniel, because my speakers are in the control panel as well. But now we do have like this massive soundbar, and it's not like a regular soundbar. This thing is insane. The overall audio quality with the Teufel, let's say, combined with the software that's inside the machine, I can tell you this is absolutely a very nice overall combination. Nevertheless, I think this is also, of course, something personal, because where I say I don't want to have it on top of the control panel, the customer actually choose to do so. Nevertheless, and that is what it is with these custom devices, and I think that is absolutely cool that you can just decide with Daniel what you like when it comes to things like this. But when it comes to the monitor, there was a little bit of a challenge over here for him, because when he was actually designing the arcade cabinet, so throughout, let's say, the designing, and this is what happened in this fast page of products going to be sold out. And you had this problem, right? Because you actually wanted to go with a different monitor, like a super high-end gaming monitor, but after this machine was almost fully assembled, it was out of stock or something.
The original plan was to go for an Asus monitor. I forgot the type, but it's the one I used in my virtual pinball cabinet, and it was not available anymore. It completely sold out, and could not get it. So the Asus monitor was not available. I couldn't buy it anywhere. So I talked with Andy, and then we both decided to go for the Samsung monitor, which is an Odyssey G7. If I'm correct, it's 144 Hz of refresh rate, and it's a great monitor. Looks cool, beautiful product.
Also, my machine has like an LCD Marque, but the one I have is tiny compared with the one that is in here, and combined with the Chris Cool mod, like say 24TB, that utilizes the LCD display perfectly and make it this one big massive craziness of all kinds of different, let's say, very beautiful marquees it showcases.
It's 43 inch. It's absolutely great. I used them before in 2 builds, in the Dream Arcade build, another one I think. Usually I take the 28-inch marquees. They are pretty affordable and they look good, but this is perfect.
And compared with the theme molding, this looks absolutely awesome, Daniel. Great job. Between the marquee and the display, we're going to be having these tiny but very bright LEDs. You can adjust them, what I understand of, and we have seen them in previous build, and these things don't really show now when it comes to, say, the overall configuration when you look into, like, say, in light up room, but they are very subtle and very nice and light up the control panel perfectly. I really love this option. So when it comes to the PC showcase, I can tell you that I personally also wanted to have this in my own machine, but I didn't have the right case for it. You're using this beautiful case that is absolutely looking great with, I say, special tubing and everything, like it's one going to be crazy RGB fast. I love it that the cables in combination with the RAM has this freaking RGB light up feature. And I think I understand you're using a Be Quiet case. It's a quite familiar one used by desktop users a lot, where you can just showcase your PC. I love this LCD on top of the water cooling unit, and the overall is just one like spectacular to look at, and absolutely compared with the glass up front, you know, this is absolutely a beautiful way to just display, and this will be one of the features I would maybe implement in the future build with you too. But nevertheless, with the RTX power and the 24TB of Chris, we're going to be having an insane way to play. Ventilation at the sides and at the back to keep everything cool, because this is going to be a necessary thing you need to have with your machine. And the temps are really nice, what you can see over here, having like a 38 of the CPU and the GPU 51 Celsius. But another thing is, like, just a quick look, is the where you put the keyboard. And the keyboard is sometimes, it's inevitable, you know, with Windows, but this is pretty cool. Look at this. Let's start playing some games and let's see, because there's so much we can showcase, but let's play a couple of the fun games with the control panel and let's move on to other parts and just test the machine, because where it looks cool, can we play games?
Ja, het is leuk. Het is leuk.
He starts to like it, he really likes it.
That's nice.
Virtual tennis! Virtual tennis is really... Okay, my turn. Bring it on, come on. Ja, gaat je doen.
Dit is toch wel moeilijk.
Maximum. Oh, super shot!
Ja.
Woo! Dual gun. The goals are coming.
Wat ben ik voor?
You're a skater guy who can kick and punch. Oh.
Oh, ik ben inderdaad een skater. Ja. Pizza time.
Ja.
Woehoe. Kijk, hier.
Ja. So let's look into the light gun configuration. The first sensor at the bottom is actually on the sensor bar, otherwise it would block the sensor that we're going to be needing. The configuration of the sensors is on a different position because he's using gun for IR, or Tim says for Pandori, gun rara. Nevertheless, we're going to be plugging it in and we're going to be using 12 volt when on the standoff. For example, the Reapers are nowadays using, of course, a completely different technology with a real sliding and 24 volts of a situation. But this is just going to be 12 volt with a sound noise. And with the cruise skill mode situation, it's super easy to set up the light guns with just one click. But when it comes to configuring, it's like a one-click situation with Critical Mode, but you're going to be configuring certain light gun to a certain player. So that's one thing you do need to take consideration, but also with gun for Aurora.
You're right on time! I'm working on it right now! It's just us now! We had it! Bumblebee! You're left!
Laten we het geluid hard zetten.
So I can tell you Daniel had an absolutely great time with playing with the trackball and just some basic bowling. With his first try he had like a strike.
First try.
Man, this is actually absolutely a lot of fun. Woohoo! Let's go!
Oh. Kut. Nog een. Ik ben er goed in, hè?
Meegolf!
Oh, wat had ik nou moeten doen?
I think you need to scroll that a bit. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, leuk, wacht.
It's super simple. It's like going back to the basics. Too much.
Maar waar is mijn... Ik zie niet waar ik hem sla.
You just need to use the trackball to a certain position.
Oké. Daar gaan we. Oh.
Mm.
Kijk. Dat is goed hoor. Hey, hoe bedoel je? Game over.
It's
Ik was fucking goed.
You beat the game already. Another classic one, missile command.
Oh. Oh, wacht. Ik heb 3 verschillende plekken om van te schieten.
So, like with my machine, what I love about it, if you need to go in the inside to do some little bit of maintenance, cleaning up, whatever, you know, these things are super easy to just remove the panels like you already seen with Daniel's Spies. And this is some new technology. Can you tell a little bit more about it?
Yeah, it's the feature that you can take out the panels very easily. They're locked with magnets and it's super easy to work. If you need to work on the arcade, it's super easy.
But in the end, if you're going to be looking inside of this thing, it's absolutely very beautiful when it comes to the cables. Because let's be honest, like this is absolutely the next level too when it comes to cables. Because we do have so many different components that need like 5-volt or 12-volt. And I love it when he puts stickers on everything, so you exactly know what is going on when it comes to all kinds of different configuration of different kind of cables. So for example, if you need to do a little of cleaning or you just need to disassemble it, you can just put it back together fairly easy. And they also include for the panels. I have them in my own machine and I can tell you they fit in flawlessly, no sharp edges, and you know, I'm very happy with my machine and I think this owner is going to be happy as well. And you know, assembly is super easy. You click them out with the magnets like Daniel says, and you know, the overall configuration is super easy with a massive fan for some intake cooling. So one thing is for sure, this is one crazy build and I'm very glad that Daniel Spies invited me to just take a close look at it myself and make a video for you all. Thank you all for watching. Thank you Daniel for just giving me the opportunity to just take a close look at it. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, consider joining me here on the membership program. For now, I just love to make these videos for you all. I spent countless hours of making this video and I can tell you, I really enjoyed every single step of the way.